and on a simple closed curve, C, then integral of f of z dz 0 over the curve C. Okay. So this is called as Cauchy's integral theorem. Now you see there is a new word, students, which is called as analytic function. So what is meaning of analytic function? The function is analytic if it is differentiable at every point in that particular region. So I'll just mention here analytic function is a function which is differentiable at every point of the region. Now see, students, to check whether the function is analytic or no, we use Cauchy-Riemann equations. So wherever required, I will mention that also. So basically at this particular point, you remember that if the function is analytic, means if the function is differentiable at every point and its derivative is continuous at all points inside and on the curve, closed curve C, then this integral goes to 0 directly. Okay, students? Now let us see what type of examples come. How many students have joined? 29. Okay. See, you have to pay attention, students, here. Okay. Now, for example, find the integral 3z square plus 7z plus 1 divided by z plus 1 dz over the curve C, where C is the circle mod of z is equal to half. I'll write 2 like this, students, so that there will not be the confusion in between z and 2. Now see carefully. It is asked to find out the integral, right? This is the integral which is asked to find out over the curve C. But this curve C they have to mention in the problem, where curve C is given by mod of z is equal to half, and this is nothing but the circle, students. What is the standard equation of circle? Z minus a is equal to r, remember, where the center is a comma 0 and radius is r. So this is very important to remember, because in most of the problems you will come across this type of equations. Mod of z minus a is equal to r is the standard equation of circle. Now what is z here, students? Z is x plus iy, where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part. Okay? Now let us take this example. What is the equation of circle given? Mod of z is equal to half. So can you tell me what will be the center here, students? What is subtracted from z here? Nothing. Means it is z minus 0. So 0, 0 will be the center. So whatever number is subtracted, its opposite sign you have to take. For example, suppose I have z minus 3. Then 3 comma 0 will be the center. Suppose I have z plus 3. Then minus 3 comma 0 will be the center. Okay? And whatever is the number on right hand side, that is your radius. Okay? So roughly if I go to draw this diagram, how it will look? I need to take the center as origin and this will be the circle, right? And what is the radius here? Half. Correct, no? So this number, this distance will be half, means this number will be half. Here somewhere there will be 1. Here it will be minus 1, right? This is x-axis, y-axis and so on. All of you understood this diagram? This is the origin 0, 0. Any doubt you can ask me. So now, this is our curve on which we are finding the value of the given integral. So, what happens is, you are going to find out the poles of the integrand. What is meaning of how to find the poles of the integrand? Integrand means what? The inside function. To find the poles, you have to equate denominator to 0. And you have to see which poles lies inside the curve and which poles lies outside the curve. And based on that, you will be writing value of the integral. So, poles you will be finding. What is the denominator here, students? Denominator is z plus 1, right? So, this implies z plus 1 is equal to 0 and z is equal to minus 1. So, this is the pole of the integrand. Now, where this pole lies, students, z is equal to minus 1 lies outside the circle. You can see clearly, correct? Z is equal to minus 1 is a pole which lies outside the integral, correct? So, what you can say here? This circle does not enclose any of the pole. Pole means the singularity, students. Understood? What is meaning of that? Singularity means what? Where the curve is not, where the function is not analytic. When the function is called as analytic, when it is differentiable at each and every point of the region, right? But there will be some points where the function will not be differentiable, means function will not be analytic. So those points are called as the singularity points, right? So how we find out those singular points? By equating. Singular points means it is poles. We equate the denominator to 0. So what we can say? Z is equal to minus 1 is not enclosed by the given circle. So it is outside, correct? So when the pole is outside, the singularity is outside, go to the equation, that is our Cauchy's integral theorem. If the function f of z is analytic and f dash of z is continuous at all points inside and on the simple closed curve C, then integral of f of z is equal to 0. Means what? Whatever is the pole, it is outside the curve, students. Try to understand this point. Whatever is the pole, it is outside. Means what? The function is, the given function is analytic at all points inside the circle, inside the given curve C. Then what happens? Then integral of f of z dz becomes 0 according to Cauchy's integral theorem, and therefore the value of integral is 0 because whatever is the pole, it is outside the circle. So the points which are inside the circle will be favorable for analytic function. Okay. Now let us do some more examples. Your ideas will be clear. Now take this one. Find the value of. So here you are not actually solving the integral, students. You are taking help of Cauchy's integral theorem. Okay. So find the integral z plus 4 divided by z square plus 2z plus 5 dz. If C is the circle, if C is the circle, mod of z plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay. Now as I told you, your first step is to find the, to draw the curve C. Who will tell me what is the center and what is the radius of the circle? Fazila, can you tell me what is the radius and what is the center of the circle? Quickly. Fazila, can you hear me? You have to unmute yourself, otherwise you are absent.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Radius is 1.
Huh?
Radius is 1.
Radius is 1. And what is the center? Lenny, what is the center?
Center
1.
is minus 1
Tell.
comma 0.
Very good. Okay. So as I said, this is a standard equation of circle, students. Z plus A is equal to R. Okay. So what is the radius in this? Mod of Z plus 1 is equal to 1. Sorry, Z minus A, I told you, no? Minus sign here. So center is minus 1 comma 0 and radius is 1. Now you can quickly draw this diagram. Minus 1 comma 0 will be somewhere here, right? This will be 1. And what is the radius? Radius is 1. So this is the radius. So your circle will be like this. It will be touching here. Okay? And this is your curve. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. So now see, students, once the circle is drawn, now you have to find out the poles, means the singularities, correct? How to find the singularity or the pole? To find the poles. What we do? Equate denominator to 0. Now what is the denominator in the given integrand? Z square plus 2z plus 5 is equal to 0. You need to find out values of z. Is the quadratic equation factorizable directly? Can you find out two factors of 5 such that product is 5 and sum is 2? No. So you either use the calculator or use the formula. Z is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Right? So see what you get. Minus b means minus 2 plus or minus root of b square means 4 minus 4ac. 4 5s are 20 divided by 2a because a is 1. What is the equation for which I have taken this formula, students? The new students, if you are not in touch with this is the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So this is the formula for that. To find the roots of quadratic equation which is not easily factorizable. Right? So I have substituted values of a, b, c and I am getting this. So what is z? I am getting, see students, minus 2 plus or minus root of minus 16 by 2. Now minus 2 plus or minus root of 16, minus 16 means imaginary term, right? 4i divided by 2. So z is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 2. I divide every term by 2. So how I got 4i? You understood root of minus 16 is 4i. Root of plus 16 is 4. So whenever you take root of a negative number, it always gives you imaginary answer. Root of minus 100 is 10i. Root of minus 25 is 5i. But root of 100 is 10 plus or minus 10. I will not come into the picture. Okay. Now I want to know where this point lies. Right. Now what we do, students, here. Here x is minus 1 and y is plus or minus 2. So this point is nothing but minus 1, 2 and minus 1, minus 2. So these are the 2 points, students. So even though it is a complex number, you can write it in this form: 1 plus or minus 1, 2 and minus 1, minus 2. So see, where are these points here on our curve? This is minus 1, no? So if we extend the, suppose this is 1, this is 2, right? Down also, suppose this is minus 1 and this is minus 2. So the point minus 1, 2, minus 1, 2. So if I drop the perpendicular from here and here, this will be the point what? Minus 1 plus 2i. And again minus 1, minus 2i will be somewhere here. This is minus 1, minus 2i. Okay? Any doubt, students? How to plot these points? Now can you tell me something about this? Whether these points are inside or on the circle on our path? No. Both the points are outside. So the points where the function is not analytic is outside the circle. So the function is analytic for all the points inside and on the circle. Means what? By Cauchy's integral theorem, what will be value of integral, students? Z plus 4 divided by z square plus 2z plus 5. Who will tell me? By Cauchy's integral theorem, what you get? Yes, anybody? Jeffin? What will be value of this? Adnan? Are you all there? Jeffin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
So what is value of this integral, Jeffin? See the statement of Cauchy's integral theorem. See, if one of the poles or some poles are on the circle or inside the circle, value of the integral will not be equal to 0. But here what is happening? Both the poles, those are singularities, is outside the integral, outside the circle. So definitely value of the integral will vanish. So you remember like this, whenever you equate the denominator, you get the values of z, right? So if those points are not lying inside the curve, sometimes the curve will be circle, sometimes curve will be square, rectangle, any shape. So if the points are, all the poles are outside that particular curve, then value of the integral is 0, in short. Okay. Now next one is called as Cauchy's integral formula. Cauchy's integral formula. Now see the names of this. First one which we did is Cauchy's integral theorem. What the theorem says, if the function is analytic in and on the given curve, the value of the integral vanishes, that is 0. Means what? In other words, practically while solving problems, what you need to do, you have to find out the poles of the given function by equating denominator to 0. And if all the poles are lying outside the given curve, then value of the integral is 0. That is Cauchy's integral theorem. So this is Cauchy's integral formula, which is totally different from previous one. So when you read the problem from the question paper, you have to see it is referring what? Formula or the theorem. Now see what is Cauchy's integral formula, students. If f of z is analytic within and on a closed curve C, and if A is any point within C, A is any point within C, then f of A is equal to 1 upon 2 pi I integral f of z dz divided by z minus a dz over the curve C. So now see what is the difference between Cauchy's integral theorem and Cauchy's integral formula. In Cauchy's integral formula also, there is a function which is analytic within and on the closed curve C. But there is a point A which is within the curve C. Whereas this condition is not involved in the previous Cauchy's integral theorem, right? So if you know that some point is within the curve C, then the value of the function is given by this 1 upon 2 pi I integral f of z dz, z minus a dz. Okay, dz you can either write here or write here, no problem. Now see, practically when you use this formula, what happens here is, what will be the region, that is the main important thing. Then what are the poles? What is the point lying inside the curve? So you have to think in all these possible directions when you are actually solving the problem. Okay. Now see, for example, let us take the simple one. Okay. Prove that integral dz upon z minus a is equal to 2 pi I, okay, over the curve C, where C is a circle and radius r. Simple example just to understand the Cauchy integral formula. Okay. Means what is given, students, here? The equation of circle is given as z minus a is equal to r, because it is clearly given that C is a circle with radius r and center, you can write center a comma 0. So in other way around, the equation of the circle is modulus of z minus a is equal to r. This is the standard equation of circle, students. Now what we are going to do? We are going to write the Cauchy's integral formula. What is Cauchy's integral formula? Using this formula, what we get here? See, we are going to evaluate this integral, students. So while using this formula, we are just going to cross multiply by this 2 pi I to other side. So I am writing the same formula by cross multiplying this 2 pi I to other side. So my left hand side will be integral of f of z dz divided by z minus a is equal to 2 pi I f of a. Just see whether all of you understood. This is same as Cauchy's integral formula, but this 2 pi I was on the left hand side denominator, which I have cross multiplied. Why I have done this? Because I want to solve this type of integral, isn't it? Look at the problem. Isn't it these two things similar? Yes or no? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Say something in chat box, students. If you have any doubts, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, can you repeat again?
Yes.
That
See, this
Cauchy's
is
integral formula part.
yes. Now see, what is Cauchy's integral formula? If the function is analytic within the curve or on the closed curve C. Analytic means what? It is differentiable. But there is a point A which is within the curve C. Then you can represent function f of A by this formula. 1 upon 2 pi I integral f of z dz upon z minus a. Okay. So mainly when we use this Cauchy's integral formula, whenever it is asked to evaluate this type of integral, so at that time we make use of this formula in other way around, like just we cross multiply by 2 pi I. So here I have done the same thing. This I wrote here, okay, and 2 pi I is cross multiplied. Okay. Now in this problem we have a circle. What is the circle? Your center is a comma 0, right? So where will be a comma 0? Somewhere here, no? This is 0. Suppose this is the point a comma 0. So this is your center and radius is r, correct? So radius is r means it cannot touch this a. So it will be like this, something like this. This is your circle. Radius is r. This distance is r. Okay? Or this distance is r. Radius means no? It is the distance from the center to the border of the circle, circumference. Okay. Now, this is x-axis, y-axis, this you know already. So once you do this, what can you tell me what will be f of a here? In our problem, what is f of a? Just compare directly, students. This is dz, here it is f of z dz. Denominator is z minus a, denominator is z minus a. So here f of a or f of z is nothing but 1 because there is no coefficient of dz in our problem, students. So integral of this implies integral of dz divided by z minus a is equal to 2 pi I into 1 as f of z is equal to 1. Means f of a will be also equal to 1. When you replace z by a, you will get it as 1. And therefore, the answer for the problem is just 2 pi I. Now let us solve some more examples so that you will understand it in better way. Okay. Now suppose I want to find out value of this by using Cauchy's integral formula. Evaluate this integral. Z divided by z square plus 3z plus 2 dz. Okay. This integral is asked to evaluate over the curve C, where C is mod of z minus 2 is equal to half. Z is a circle, mod of z minus 2 is equal to half. Correct? Now, what is the first step? You have to draw the rough diagram for the given curve C. Can you tell me what is the center and what is the radius of this circle? Quickly, anybody? What will be the center and what will be the radius?
2, 0 will be the center and half is the radius.
Radius is half.
Radius is half. Very good. Whatever is the number on the right hand side, students, it is the radius. And this middle term you have to take with opposite sign as the center, 2, 0. So if I go to draw the diagram, how it will look? 2, 0 will be somewhere here. No, this is 0, 0. Suppose this is 1. This will be 2, 0, right, students? So this is the center. And what is the radius? Radius is half. Means in between 1 and 2, there will be half, correct? So if you go to draw the diagram by taking this as the center, then your circle will be approximately like this. Okay, so this distance has to be half. This is half and this is half. So this is the circle with the center as 2, 0. Any doubt in drawing this circle, students? First take the center, then measure the radius half. This side half, this side half, and draw the circle. You need not use the this compass and all. It is a rough diagram just to know where the poles lies, where the singularities are. Correct, no? Now see what happens. You are going to equate the denominator to 0. This is the poles. So to find out the poles, z square plus 3z plus 2 is equal to 0. Is it factorizable, students? Is this quadratic equation factorizable?
Yes,
Who will
ma'am.
tell me quickly the factors? Mandar, can you tell me the factors?
Yes, ma'am.
Factors of this will be? Yes? Quadratic equation, no?
Yes. Ma'am, we have to use z equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square
No,
minus 4ac.
no, not required. Not required.
Directly we can do.
Yes. Isn't it z minus 1 and z minus 2? Or
Z plus 1.
z plus 1 and z plus 2? Because see, 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. You can get the factors. If you are not getting factors directly, then you use that formula. Okay. So these are the factors for quadratic equation. Now just I advise the new students and some more students from the earlier classes. Now these are all the basic mathematics like from your school mathematics. So what you can do is, if you want to learn more, if you have forgotten something, how to find the factors and all, please watch at least 1 or 2 YouTube videos. Okay, how to find the factors of a quadratic equation. So really all these things will help you. Okay, if you want I can send you the links. Because this is your school mathematics which you are learnt in 9th standard. Correct? How to find the factors. So what are the poles here, students? Poles means z is equal to -1 and z is equal to -2, no? Correct or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me where this poles lies. Okay, one minute. What we'll do, no? If these two poles will lie outside only. So just one correction I will do here in the problem, students. In place of plus 3z, no, you take minus 3z. Because I want poles, some inside, some outside. Make this as minus 3, students. So what will happen here? What will be the factors? This will be -1, no? Z minus 1 and z plus 2. Z minus 2. Because see, -1 minus 2 is -3 and -1 into -2 is +2. Okay, so z is 1 and z is 2. These are two values of the poles. Now which one lies inside the circle and which one lies outside the circle here? Only one pole, z is equal to 2, is inside the circle, lying inside the circle. All of you understood what I did here? Just I wanted one pole inside, so I'm changed the sign here. Okay, so the factors are changing, values of z are changing. So only z is equal to 2 lies inside the given circle. Correct or no? Because see, this is 2, no? Z is equal to 2 means what is the point? 2, 0. Because x plus iy is equal to 2. So x is 2, y is 0. Okay. So 2, 0 is inside the circle. And other pole is outside the circle. Correct? Now see carefully, students, what is the actual use of Cauchy's integral formula. You ask me if you have any doubt in this part, students. There are two main steps I have done. First, I have drawn the circle by taking center as 2, 0 and radius as half. Then I got the poles by equating denominator to 0, and I got to know that only one pole is lying inside the circle, inside our curve C. Okay, because z is equal to 1 is here, right? Is it inside the circle? No, it is totally outside the circle. So in Cauchy's integral formula, you need not worry about that outside pole. So value of this integral will not become 0 here. Remember, in Cauchy's integral theorem, if all the poles are lying outside the circle, then only the value of integral goes to 0. But if some poles are lying inside the circle, you have to go for Cauchy's integral formula. I am repeating it again. When we use Cauchy's integral theorem, when all the poles are lying outside the curve, the value of the integral vanishes. When we use Cauchy's integral formula, when some of the poles are inside the curve and some poles are outside the curve, or all are inside, there is a possibility, or on the curve. Okay. Now let us do the next step, students. This is page number 4. Now we have seen that one pole is inside and one pole is outside. Okay. Now what is our integral which is asked to solve? It is z divided by z square minus 3z plus 2 dz. Right. So how we write it? It is z divided by, factors are what? Z minus 1 and z minus 2 dz. Correct? Now see what I am doing, students. I know that Z is equal to 2 is inside, because if I go to draw again the diagram, it is like this, right? This is my point 2 comma 0, and somewhere here I have 1 comma 0. So out of Z is equal to 1 and Z is equal to 2, Z is equal to 2 is inside the circle. So I'm going to write, see carefully, I'm going to rewrite this as Z minus 1 divided by Z minus 2. It is the same thing I'm writing, students, but see the arrangement. What I did, whichever pole is inside the circle, that term I am taking in the denominator, and other bracket I have combined with this Z. It is one and the same thing, but I want it in the form integral of f of z divided by z minus a dz is equal to 2 pi I f of a. This is my Cauchy's integral formula. See, try to understand this. Whenever you are solving such type of problems, only z minus a should remain in the denominator, where this a is inside the circle. So here, which is a? A is 2. So z minus 2 is remaining only in the denominator. And what is f of z? All the remaining part of the function is f of z. So to convert it in this form, you have to do this arrangement. Okay? Any doubt here, students? First, I have factorized the denominator. Then I have kept only z minus 2 in the denominator, because this is our Cauchy's integral formula after cross multiplication by 2 pi I. Okay? So, what is f of z here? F of z will be just direct comparison. I am not doing anything complicated. What is f of z? F of z is this bracket, right? The numerator, z upon z minus 1. So can you tell me what will be f of a? What is a here? A is 2, isn't it? Z is equal to z minus a. So what is a here? Here a is equal to 2, because 2 comma 0 is inside. So what will be f of a here? 2 divided by 2 minus 1. Wherever there is z, I am replacing it by 2. So it is becoming 2. Okay? So this implies our integral I is equal to, what is the formula? See, 2 pi I f of a. F of a means f of 2. So it is 2 pi I, f of a is 2. So your final answer is 4 pi I. Correct? Let us do some more, students, so that you will get hand on it. Some standard ones I am solving. Will you try this? Use Cauchy's integral formula to calculate integral 2z plus 1 divided by z square plus z dz, where c is mod of z is equal to half. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Try. Just follow the previous solution. Okay, anybody has done it? Swati, can you tell me? What? Can you hear me, Swati? You have to unmute yourself. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, what is written where C is after that?
C is mod of Z equal to half.
Okay, so radial where C is?
Mod of
Ma'am,
Z
what's
is
written
equal to
where?
mod of Z is equal to half.
So center is 0, 0 and radius is half.
Center is 0, 0, radius is half. Very good. So quickly draw
Then-
it, right? So this is
Yeah.
your circle and this will be half, right? Here. This is your origin.
Yes.
Then this is x-axis, y-axis. Okay, then Swati, what is the next step quickly?
Then z square plus z is equal. Then we have to find the poles. So z
Poles,
square plus z
Z.
is equal to 0.
Very good. Then,
Ma'am, I have stopped till here only.
okay, so Z is common, right?
Yeah.
So Z plus 1 is equal to 0. So product of two terms is equal to 0 means what? Either Z is 0 or Z plus 1 is 0. Correct? So either Z is 0 or Z is equal to minus 1. This will go to other side. So you got two poles. Z is equal to 0 and minus 1. Correct, students? So out of these two poles, which lies inside the circle? Tell me, Swati. Circle encloses which pole?
0. Z is
0.
equal to
Z
0.
equal to 0 because see minus 1 will be here. No, this is your minus half. Same distance on both sides. So somewhere here you will have minus 1. Somewhere here you will have plus 1. So these 2 points or this point is totally outside the circle, right? Minus 1 is outside the circle. And therefore only the pole which is enclosed by the circle is Z equal to 0. Okay. Now you have to do the arrangement of this integral, right? How you are going to arrange the integral? See, it is 2Z plus 1 divided by Z is common. You have to always factorize over the curve. Then it is integral 2Z plus 1. Now, who will tell me what will be the next arrangement? Sarah, can you tell? How to make arrangement to use Cauchy's integral formula? Sarah, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so tell me what will come along with this 2Z plus 1 and what will remain in the denominator? Z is equal to 0 is the pole. So Z minus pole should remain in the denominator. And the remaining term will come along with the numerator. Same thing we have done for the previous problem, see students. Z is equal to 0 is your denominator. So Z minus A should remain in the denominator. Because Z is 0, I am writing Z, not Z minus 0. And f of Z will be this numerator. Isn't it? Any doubt, students here? All is that clear how I am arranging this? Whatever is the pole, Z minus that pole term should come in the denominator. Here also we did the same thing, no students? Here in this problem, the Z pole Z is equal to 2 is inside the circle. So I kept Z minus 2 in the denominator and all the remaining factors I collected in the numerator. Okay. So what is f of Z here? F of Z is equal to 2Z plus 1 upon Z plus 1 whole numerator. Because what is Cauchy's theorem? So what is f of A here? Your A is 0 here, no students? Because pole is 0. So it is 2 into 0 plus 1. So it will be 1. Wherever there is Z, I am putting 1 for that. So by using Cauchy's integral formula, value of the integral f of Z dz divided by Z minus A is 2 pi I f of A. So here what is our function? It is 2Z plus 1 divided by Z into Z plus 1 dz is equal to 2 pi I into what is f of A? 1. So our answer is 2 pi I. Okay, now the next one. How much time is left? It's already time. Oh my God. Okay, will you try this, students? At home, you try this. That is, evaluate integral e raised to z divided by z minus 1, z minus 4 dz. So if you observe, students, numerator doesn't play much role here. Only denominator plays the role for your this. And C is a circle. Mod of z is equal to 2. Okay. So very much similar to the previous problems. You try this. And two more I wanted to solve actually today. Next time I'll do that. Once you understand how to go about it, you can easily solve these problems. Okay. Today is 23rd. Okay, give attendance, students. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is not there.